Hey, we're back again. Krampus is, I think, pretty good early, obviously. +1/+1 is fine. I think we'll try this. It gives us the opportunity to try some new heroes. And, we'll see how good the transitioning is. I wasn't so hot on it last game, but I've never played Mask before, so I think we'd rather take that over Krampus, who I think is just okay. So basically with Mask on the third turn, or when we reach level 3, I guess, is that the fourth turn? Maybe? That's however you want to specify it. We're able to get 2 spells. I don't know if the spells are free because you don't have to buy them. I'm going to grab this. If they are free, that actually does help us cast this. These, I think, are just no more powerful than this. This is just a 2/2. This does beat a 2/2. This ties with these things. But I do like getting the treasure. They did reduce this. This used to be a 5 quest. Now they changed it to a 4, which I think is a little bit better. And it is a little bit better. I think it. Oh, they also have one. It's more likely to trigger at a point where the 2 treasure is still good. Um, Here, none of these are super impressive, but we'll do this. We get to cast a spell, and we get the +1. We get the dragon, not too bad. None of these we care about a ton. So we'll roll. I think we'll stop here. We'll see what we do on the next turn. We might just buy this. We might just cast 2 spells. We do that first if we haven't hit Shrink Spell. So we could hit Shrink Spell, or we could hit this off the random spell. Or we might hit neither, obviously. Um, but that will get us closer to a treasure. What to say? Merlin on the second turn often is able to cast a spell, which means they're able to buff a character, and they were able to do that, which meant their cat was pretty large. We're gonna lose. I mean, they have a Humpty, so losing isn't super unlikely. Is the 2 things we want to buy? 1, 2. I do love these. Yeah, that puts us in a better. Yeah, and we don't want to risk losing. It's unfortunate to lose out on this. If we're say the 5 turn and we had this board, if there were no 3s rolled, we would have grabbed this. But I think it's too greedy to do here, just to proc this. We don't want to completely play around this, and we'll get a mask spell. We can, grab a new hero. Then we'll go into a 3 turn and be in a hopefully decent position. We have a board, roughly the strength that you'd normally be at. So I think that's, what we're looking for at any given time. 50-50 winner tie. Wow, they got fool's gold, so they're gonna have a ton of gold. Early game, you don't buy a lot of spells. So, okay, we're gonna cast the spell just because shrink spell. So if we're gonna buy 2 things, this is basically neutral. And now we need to figure out what to buy. And whether it's worth, I think it's worth locking here so we can buy the other 2 things on the next turn. Although, maybe not. We can't, can we not, can we cast, oh, so you can't buy 2 spells in 1 turn, but you can cast 2. Do we want to do this here? Just gets close. I think we just buy the stats, so we'll buy this. We're gonna sell this, and we'll buy this. Throw this up front with this, go like that. Do we want these next turn? They are cheaper. We don't have any evil to make that work. I think so. I think we'll take these. I think they just do get powerful. And we're not in love with any of the other stuff we have. That was nice. Anytime you get a trade that you don't, that your character survives, you're in decent shape. And yeah, we'll be able to win this because this still has no, oh no, it does have 1 attack now, but yeah, still able to win. Bond this causes 0, so obviously we will take that. We'll take this as well. We're trying to cast spells and we get this, and I think we'll take this. We will cast this to roll. What do we see here? Anything interesting? If we could, so right now we can cast this. No? That? Does not work. I couldn't tell you. So I think we want to do this. We'll put our range character first. We want this in, put this here, here, and I think we want to sell something to get this chicken. No, we just roll. We'll just roll and see if there's anything. This is a monster, this is a mage. The Shadow Assassin, which is the other range character, is a monster, so sometimes I get a little confused. I guess we'll hold on to this. We could have sold and bought the chicken, saving 2 gold. It would have netted us 1 gold to save, but it's not a priority. Putting the range thing up front as a 5/5, you know, if we get that attack, it's pretty powerful. Unfortunately for them, they got no slays out of that. We hit their ranged. I think they'll end up winning this. Unfortunately, we got a spawn here. Yeah, what we would have needed to happen was if they would if this had hit the donkey, maybe we could have triggered that a few times. Is there anything worth buying? Buffing this? We're gonna grab this just because it's free. We could grab this and try to proc this, although it might be too late. I feel like I do that to the game. I don't think we want any of these really. We'll grab that, which means we'll just sell this, grab this. Unfortunately, we have no monsters here. These take up a lot of board space, so yeah, I think we'll cast this then, just because we're sick of the board space. Dealing 1/1 to everything. I think we're just taking the. Dealing 1/1 isn't bad. It does trigger the donkey, although yeah, we don't. We're just gonna take this and then roll. What the hell is happening? Oh, we got a treasure and now we get to cast this. Okay, this does nothing. Last Breath also slays. Yeah, we'll grab this for now. It does something with this. I don't think we like any of these. I think we'll take this just because it buffs. It can buff a dwarf. We're running out of time. I didn't realize that we were going to be able to pick a new. I cast this and we saw the treasure and I just sort of got locked in on that being the effect, which obviously isn't the entire effect. Depending on the attack, okay, we will lose this because we need to attack this first. So last breaths have a little added value to us. We could buy this and trigger it immediately. I don't know if that's worth it. This isn't bad if it can trigger. This is nice if it. Yeah, I don't know if any of these are worth it, so I think we're just gonna roll. Okay, we got the Romeo and the Juliet. And the last breath also slays is very nice in that situation. Okay, so we're gonna cast this on here, which will buff this and this. And I don't know if there's any 4 in particular we care about buying. We want these in the back. We could just buy this, or we could get the Medusa. I think those are our 2 real options. Although lucky being a slay isn't bad. We could just roll and see if we get anything that interests us. And I think we'll sell this here in order to buy one of these and then pause. Next turn we'll take this, and we'll take this. We could even cast that maybe. When I'm like going a dwarf comp, when I'm like going evil comp, but I think upgrading, once you're starting to upgrade your characters, has a huge value. And I think these are just so strong early. Getting the Juliet spawn. Apologize for that sound. We'll take this, upgrade it. Level 3 treasure. We could get the dwarf upgrade. Maybe we will. Looks like we can kind of lean into dwarfs here. Grab this and... What is it like if we cast this? Yeah, we can cast this here. What are we getting? Okay, so we got that. Unfortunately, there's nothing we want to sell here. And everything seems pretty powerful. We're not going to be able to fit anything else in unless we want to go like this. This makes us weaker, no doubt. But it does let us get an extra crack at that. And I think we'll grab this. Grab this. We don't necessarily need to buy this here. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. We sort of have a mixed comp. We have the princess comp, we have this evil mage comp in the corner, and then we have sort of this dwarf-centric thing. This might have been a bad purchase. It might be derailing our plan, which, you know, obviously is bad. But if we can start tripling a couple of the things, we're able to fit more comp in. This would move forward, just because if we want to hit the sleigh, if we can. Unfortunately, that's big enough that we won't hit the sleigh, and it will kill a minion. But this will work out for us, I think. And we get the sleigh off on that. And we get the last breath. Oh, we're getting a lot of gold procking here. Okay, so what do we want to do? I think we're just going to buy a spell because we have so much gold. And we'll take this. I think we have to be done with this part of the comp. We also don't need room. We'll take this. And I almost want to sell this to grab this. So I think we just got weaker if we do all this. But is there something we can sell? Yeah, we'll sell this. Grab this. Upgrade. Anything in particular? Well, if we had the range characters, we'd be very strong. When a front row dies, I think we'll do that. This is better for slays. We don't really have slays though. Oh, we do. I guess we do have slays, right? And then we'll just put these up front. And we'll put this here. And then we can throw him, yeah. Do we need 2 Juliets? I guess we don't. I guess we just do this. When these slay, if there's an open spot, they will spawn something. I think this will spawn even if you only had 1 Juliet die. I think that's true. I could be wrong. We'll see. If I'm wrong, we'll see pretty quickly. So we get the slay effect. That's so good. Yeah, we're getting some nice effects. And this will die on that. Yeah, this is a fight where, so far at least, all of our attacks have just lined up exactly how we'd need them to in order to get a win. So this spawns 2 Juliets because I got this. Wow. I didn't know how much health they had. They had 8 health, so the extra didn't actually matter in terms of killing them, but that is interesting. Okay, wow, so it looks like we're moving. Yeah, what if we get this and we'll replace this for now. But we're gonna grab this and this both for free, which is just incredible. I think we'll get this. No, we won't. We'll see what we grab here. Wow, we got probably the best thing we could. Now, are we going dwarves or are we going princesses? So, we were kind of going dwarves because of this. I think we're going princesses because this is just a stronger version of this. And we have these. So, let's not buy any more dwarfs even. Although, this is a princess that keys off buying dwarfs. So, what a situation that is. Does this do? Oh, we already cast a spell. So, we want these in, I think. These are equal in size to this. Is this better as a single thing? It's not clear. Yeah, we're over the dwarfs. We're just all on this. This is just going to upgrade this right now, but if we triple these in the near future, it gets a lot better. And our Juliet getting stronger means our Romeos get stronger because of the spawn. Well, this is an unfortunate one if this one gets to attack, or it's going to get to attack. And it will kill one of our characters and do some damage to another. Oh, they have it very strong, but they hit level 5. Yeah, they have some stuff. Now these are big, but it's not clear that they're big enough just because these are also so large. Although we will get the tie. We don't get this, unfortunately. But we do get some gold off the pigs. So, I think we're taking this. And what we really want is this. Now we could cast this on this. That would be... I think we'll get the double spell here. That's not impressive, but... I don't know that it's worth getting a 3. I think what we're going to do instead... Oh, we already cast a spell, I was going to say. I think I'm casting spells too early, because now I'm seeing a lot... Wow, there's a lot of nice 5s. But they are not the comp we're going for. I think we're done with these. We could buy this. Yeah, we'll grab that, because we're going to switch our dwarfs out here. We don't need another Juliet. What we need is... I'll put this in the first position. We will put this in, I think. Yeah, we'll put this in for here. Why did I get the sleigh? If this does upgrade, obviously, and then Scott's getting buffed, that would be great. I'm going to leave this in just because if the last breath is useful, and if it happens to get the sleigh, it's so good. If they have a lot of upgraded characters, this won't be able to proc. Fortunately, we got the 1 and a 2. It looks, I mean, they have a very strong board, it looks like, just because they have so much health. So I don't know that we're going to be able to do much, and unfortunately they have so many upgraded characters that if we lose this we're going to take quite a bit of damage. Getting the sleigh means we get a 28, that's huge for us, although this is going to be enormous. Yeah, I think it's going to be a position where this is just too big. I mean, this is also very big. I was going to say, if this happens to get the sleigh, we might have had an outside shot. I guess we still do. Oh yeah, okay, so we'll tie it here. Just because these two were able to trade into that, so that worked out well. We want to replace this because we don't have any dwarfs. But we have the 1 dwarf. I will grab that because it's free. Oh, we're at 6. So, unfortunately, princes and princesses don't really scale at 6. We'll grab this, this will help us win the fight. Because there aren't any 6s. So I think the good boy is strong enough. When your character dies, we don't really have any spawners. This is going to be better than this now that we don't have dwarfs. And we can sell 4 things to get this. I think that's worthwhile. It's not going to seem like it. This fight, maybe? But I think overall it is. This will become a... These are both buffing each other. We could really use none of these, although having 2 isn't the worst thing. If this triggers 2, it gives an extra... If this happens to kill anything and then triggers, it will let this trigger. Seems unlikely. We're probably going to lose this round, but I don't think we can die here. But they have a very... This is probably why we're not seeing much of a comp, because it turns out they went the same comp as us and just had it maybe a little bit better. So they're going to have some pretty big things. And that not hitting is really bad for us. Although I think we'll tie just because the way things lined up, none of their characters were big enough to take down our Juliet. The tie is good for us, it's also pretty good for them. But we did get a princess, which does get buffed, so since we were missing a character, I don't think we can be too upset about that. No, I don't think we need that here. We can get another Prince Arthur just to buff everything. That seems a little bit suspect. Oh, this is something, I think. So we'll put this early. We'd like this to proc. Because it's a 25-25, because of I think this buff. Did we get? Did we buy? Maybe we bought a gingerbread house at some point. It only needs 4 hits. If this triggers, it gets more. Once it gets upgraded, it'll be upgraded by these things. I'm almost wondering if it's better to put this in. This summons a 40-40 at this point, which just seems so strong. And actually, I think if this dies, it's even bigger. Is this good for us or not? No, see, this has too much. This can trigger too many things that it just seems like higher downside. I don't know what they have. I don't remember their last comp. They have a similar comp to us, except a much bigger good boy, which is probably going to be an issue for us. Unfortunately, they took out the thing we least wanted them to take out. Yeah, I would say unless these get a lucky slay, which it doesn't look like they will because of how big this front line is, we are going to lose this fight pretty badly, actually. We did take out some of the upgraded characters, so we took 11. Obviously not great, but there was really a catastrophe situation that could have happened there. Okay, why do we... Oh, we got a good boy, wow. And is this... This is an 8-5, why the hell... Did they just have an 8-5? I don't know. Either way, we'll take it. Okay, we'll just grab this. I think this is better than casting spells twice. Things will just grow. And it's better than that. I guess this is the worst thing, although this is just such a minor buff that it's hard to take it too seriously. And we're looking just for things that triple our characters. Yeah, I think on this one maybe it is better to do this. So if this ever gets a slay off, I mean we could change this, but we could keep this and just we should try to focus on maybe trying to buff this attack, because if this can get a slay off and trigger the last breath and the last breath, everything will get huge. And now luckily if this dies, this will trigger. I think that's so important that we'll actually put this in the back to protect it. That could be a mistake. I will put this further up. And then hopefully Hercules will get the buff as well. Okay, so yes, it got the slay buff. And everything just gets huge. So like comps like this are gonna just have like the little minions are just such a huge liability. Well, it'd be great if we could win this and then kill that. We'll actually have extra going into the next round. And that would just be amazing for us. We have a decent amount of scaling. This will start scaling, this will do this. Oh, we didn't get a slay trigger off that. Well, they keep spawning so many things, we might have another opportunity. If this gets another slay trigger, we're in pretty good shape. Looks like it will on this. It doesn't matter, I mean, we're crushing this fight, and this already procced, so we don't really need anything else, but... So not only does the slay trigger... I don't think we want any of these. I guess we'll grab this. Yeah, but our characters in the back had more. We'll grab this in place of this. But then we're gonna get a 6. Oh, your first character has 100 attack. Yeah, we're gonna grab that. Because as we said, it's very good with the good boy. What's our last character? Is it anything that needs to be upgraded? Not really. So I think we're done with this. We're gonna sell this, we'll grab this. I'm not sure we shouldn't be grabbing that, honestly. Grab this, this. Huh, I was just saying how we want that. I think what we want to do is something like this. Still want this in, and maybe like this. Yeah, I should have changed. There's definitely some stuff I should change up. If we get the first attack and this triggers, we're gonna have a bunch of very big good boys. Or very big everything. And then this has another chance to trigger. All their characters are very big, but this will trigger twice. Which means, yeah, everything's just enormous. And we actually have a lot of upgraded characters, so they will take a lot of damage. So this will a little more than equalize our damage here. They have a mimic. They have some nice stuff. Um, so we're definitely not changing this because this is so essential to our strategy. We could definitely change this out in favor of like a Cupid or something. I think we should just look for a good spell, like a polymorph. Oh, we found some mask. I guess this will do. If we hit something in the back, it doesn't have the chance to grow. I don't have any of this stuff, but I'm not sure what matters. So everything's going to grow, meaning this will grow. And then this will buff just these two plus itself, so this will grow again. And then this will trigger hopefully twice, and then, give a ton of stats to this. If this triggers twice, it will be a 18 health, so we'll give this 36 health, which means when this triggers, we just need to make sure our health's large enough. Our attack should be large enough because this has 100 health, obviously. And hopefully they don't have something that takes out this right away. Wow, so they actually have a lot of, they just got that. Oh, taking out that is huge. It's not going to get the good boy buff. Yeah, I think we're just going to take them down because we get such large buffs. So, yeah, great game. We didn't really have much of a comp. It was interesting, we actually built around a hero, which we normally don't do. And we did so about halfway through the game. But yeah, this plus this with this hero was just a really phenomenal comp, and it was really cool. I really liked the mask did just give us some versatility and let us transition, which was really interesting. I'd never played mask before. I actually don't think I've ever played Trophy Hunter before either. So it was cool to try two new things and get a win and get a really cool comp. We were able to double the good boy. Oh, I actually forgot the good boy gives double stats too because it was upgraded. We were able to double the good boy because we got lucky off the first character, the treasure that gives us the first character that dies in a fight. So, a series of lucky things, but if you're going to win games, there's going to be some luck involved. So, nice win.